This is how the engine will look to you if you plan to commit suicide by standing on the railway track face to face with the oncoming train, and instead of the train ramming into you, it carries you. Well, mostly. And this is also one of the views from the Vistadome coach of the Jan Shatabdi Express running between Ahmedabad and Kevadiya. By the way, how many of you noticed the stone in front of the right marker light? Ahmedabad-Kevadiya Jan Shatabdi Express, which runs twice daily from Ahmedabad to Kevadiya and back, and thus connects Ahmedabad to the Statue of Unity. This is the Vistadome coach, a prime attraction of this train, which we will be exploring in this video. On entering the coach, I was welcomed by a very unwelcoming sliding door, which I later learned is programmed to close after 10 seconds, no matter whoever stands in its way. Then let it even be Daya. But pressing the right button opens her up. This is how the Vistadome coach looks from the inside. The coach looks neat and swanky. Fun fact, I was the only passenger in the entire coach. It was a pretty rich feeling. If you raise the armrest, you will find the food tray folded and nicely tucked inside, exactly like you find in a plane. You can also use it as a work desk or keep your tab and watch something should you feel the outside scenery repetitive. That reminds me of the in-coach entertainment system. This coach does have a Wi-Fi based entertainment system, which means you can connect to the Wi-Fi network and watch movies. The instructions are properly written down and stuck to the wall of the coach. This Wi-Fi won't allow you to connect to the internet. One interesting thing about these seats are that they can be rotated to 180 degrees. So when the train changes direction, you can adjust your seats accordingly. To do that, you have to stamp on the pedal below the seat and then turn the seat around. You can also rotate them to 90 degrees and face the window if you wish. Now, two things if you do it. One, the seats don't lock at 90 degrees, and two, every chair cannot face the window. If one pair of chair has, then only the alternate can. Also, while doing the 90-degree rotation, be sure to sit on the chair and then rotate, or else it will be hard for you to squeeze through. There is a black button on the handle of every chair. If you press it, you can recline your chair. The seat numbers are also written in braille so that a person who can't see can find his or her chair. The next feature of this coach is the viewing gallery, which you will find at the back of the coach. Here you're supposed to get uninterrupted views of the landscape, but in our case there is a small problem which you can evidently see. Due to the route, this train requires two engines, one at the front and one at the back. This is because there is no direct track from Vadodara to Kevadiya, and hence they need to go to Dabhoi and then come back to Kevadiya, and for the coming back part they need the extra engine. Currently this problem can't be solved as there is no rail system in Dabhoi to release or connect a loco. So till that happens, or till a bypass is made, what you will see from the viewing gallery will majorly be the engine, which is fine for some time, after which things start to become a little eerie. A small toilet tour. You have the basin here, which is neat and clean, ample of soap, but you need to press it a little harder for the soap to release. And then a western style commode which has the seat up, which is good. And there's again braille over here, press for flush, and this uses the pressure flush, so basically less use of water. Then you have toilet paper and jet spray, which I almost need, and that's the door with a little hook thing for you to put your clothes on. And there's also little storage over here, maybe for girls or women to keep their bag, or I don't know, some extra clothing if you want to keep your jacket or something. In this coach, you're not supposed to get your bags with you to the seat, but there's a luggage rack in here where you have to keep your luggage. This is where your luggage goes and you go in here. There are 4 screens in the coach that shows the date and time, general instructions and messages, current speed of the train, and also upcoming station along with the distance remaining to reach the station. There is also an emergency window in the coach, and the instructions on how to use it is written above the emergency window itself. The other emergency I can think of is the battery of your phone dying off, and for that they have provided sockets under your seats. There is no switch as it is a direct plug and charge. Just before the viewing gallery to the left, there is a small pantry from where you can buy coffee, tea and snacks. You can only buy it when the train is at a station because the attendant sits in the AC coach behind and there is no vestibule between the coaches. So when the train stops, the attendant comes to this coach and takes your order. So, what is the cost to travel in this coach? It is 885 rupees, and if you book after the charts have been prepared, that is in current availability, the cost will be 810 rupees. Right now you can take the risk of waiting till the charts have been prepared and then booking so that you get a discounted rate since the train is pretty new and there is also a pandemic going around, but things will change. And no, I was not talking about the cost in this footage. It was about the train being late and why it will be a problem for me. It's true that bigger glasses means you can see more of what's going on outside. But think what happens if you're sitting on the wrong side and there's sunlight on you. That's when you put the curtains. Basically there is a thread which you need to pull and the curtain slides down. But then if that's the case, you won't be able to see any of it. And so that's something which is a little bit based on the luck. So that's about the Vistadome coach. I had a good time and I'm quite sure you too will have a good time traveling in this coach. The other coaches in the train are the general sitting coach, which costs 120 rupees for a passenger, and the AC sitting coach, which costs 395 rupees for a passenger. And if you're wondering about the cost of this Vistadome coach, then it is 4 crores approximately.